BJ Senior here, and as I promised, I'm going to talk about the senior sexual explosion. Yes, you heard me right. Many of you don't know that I have a couple books in the process with a publisher, and the first one is almost there, ready to be published. I'm starting out with a book of poems that I've been writing since 1969, called Poems from the Heart. And then he also has a novel. I have five more novels that are in the works in various stages of progression. But that's not what I'm here to tell you. What I'm here to tell you is that my publicist told me um, about another publication that he did called Walter Tapley's Lament by O.G. Salli. Okay, there it is. That's what it looks like. Except I think I got it backwards. But it gives you an idea of the Ferris wheel there. So I spent the last couple of days reading it on my Kindle, and it made me realize a lot of things. First of all, growing up when we grew up, or I grew up, um, sex was not something that you talked about. But my mother did always tell me that when I got married, that sex was just like a part of the housework. So I always imagined that that's exactly what it was. Dusting, vacuuming, cooking, cleaning, just another chore. And that's how I approached it. But when I read this book, Walter Tapley's Lament by O.G. Salli, I hooted and I hollered, and he, OG, I don't know the sex of OG at this time, um, but the author made me laugh out loud. And there was a time when I would have read some of these some of the coarse language, and I would have been offended as this little Catholic girl. But I wasn't offended. I couldn't laugh enough at the way he described it. And it was exactly the way it was in the 60s and the 70s, the known and the unknown. And I'll just say it, the penis was the known, okay? And it still is the given trophy of life. If you have a penis, you make more money. If you have a penis, you can go further. If you have a penis, you can brag more. I could go on and on, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say that inequality has been there for far too long, and women know that. All I'm saying that is if you're a woman who grew up in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, you really need to read Walter Tapley's Lament by O.G. Salli, Salli. You can download it on your reader or whatever. If you want to laugh until you cry, if you want to laugh until your stress incontinence can't be controlled any longer, you need to read this book. I'm still dying because this author was spot on, and that's no pun intended, but he was right on the mark. Oh God, no pun intended again. But he or she, O.G. Salli, told it like it was then and told it like it is now, and tried to bridge whatever generation it is now. I get lost in the PQRS, generation X, Y, G, Z, I don't know, generation Omni, who knows what they're going to be next. But bridging that gap between that generation and our generation. And let me tell you, the new generation thinks that they know it all. But when it comes to the senior sexual explosion, honey, you're going to be sitting on the sidelines with your mouth wide open in awe. Shock and awe. Anyway, BJ Stanley, This is my special edition telling you that you just need to read this book with the Ferris wheel on it, Oh, Gee, Salli. And you will not be sorry.